Hello, home buyers out there. Today we're going to be talking about 8 things that you can negotiate in your real estate contract. So a lot of questions come in all the time about, I need someone that is good at negotiating for me. What can you negotiate? So I'm going to tell you in the Texas real estate contract, 8 key things that can be negotiated as you go through the home buying process. The very first thing that can be negotiated is the sales price. The price of the home can be negotiated. The list price, which you may see on HAR or Zillow, how much the seller is asking for the house, that is something that can actually be negotiated. A good realtor will negotiate your purchase price based off of recently sold homes in a neighborhood. So they are going to be pulling what they call comps, which are comparable properties that are in the area, and they should be helping you come up with a fair or reasonable purchase price based off of the local real estate market. So that's the very first thing, sales price. The second thing that's going to be negotiated is the title company. Usually, if the seller is paying the title policy, most sellers will have the opportunity to select the title company they want you to close at in exchange for them paying the title policy. So you can decide with your realtor if that's something that you will agree to. The next thing that's going to be negotiated is the survey. So the survey usually comes with the property if the seller has held on to the survey. In some instances, the seller may not be able to locate the survey depending on how old the house is and different things that have happened during home ownership. So you want to make sure that the seller does have the survey. And if they do not have the survey, usually a survey needs to be purchased, and you and your realtor can negotiate how that is handled. And just to give you an idea, a survey is a map or an abstract drawing of the property, of the actual house, and also the land around it. That's what makes up your survey. The next thing that can be negotiated is the home warranty. Not all properties come with a home warranty, so you want to make sure that you negotiate a home warranty that's going to cover some of the basic mechanical systems in the house, so that if you do need to have a service provider come out to repair or look at those items, it can be covered in home warranty. And the only thing you need to usually pay is a trip charge. There is a fee to have an annual home warranty, so you want to make sure that your real estate professional negotiates that for you. The next thing is the closing date. Now, the closing date is usually 30 to 45 days. That's usually how long it takes to get your loan processed and underwritten. So you want to make sure that you have a closing date that is within that time frame. If you need a longer closing date because you're moving from out of town, you're relocating, all of those things can be negotiated, but you need to let your real estate professional know what your situation is so that that party can negotiate that item for you. The next thing is the option fee. An option fee is called a termination option. It gives you the right to to change your mind, the right to terminate the contract for any reason. This is a standard part of the contract. How much you pay to have that right to terminate is something that can be negotiated, and you want to negotiate with your real estate professional what that fee is, and for the number of days, how long do you have to think about it, or how long will you have this right to terminate. So that's something that your real estate professional can negotiate for you. The next thing that can be negotiated is your Homeowners Association dues. A lot of properties, especially in a suburban area, are going to be under an HOA. And usually an HOA is an annual fee that's paid, and that can be negotiated in terms of who pays the fee when you buy the house. Transferring the paperwork over a transfer fee, that can be negotiated. So you want to make sure that your real estate agent is negotiating that item for you on your behalf. And the earnest money is the next thing that we want to make sure that needs to be negotiated. Earnest money is typically 1% of the sales price. That's sort of the standard. It does not have to be 1%. It can be any amount. You can make it 5% if you want to. If you want to make your offer more serious, you probably want to negotiate up. If you can also break the earnest money up. So for example, if it's 1%, You can pay some of the 1% now and some of the 1% later. Like you can split, pay half now, half later. That is something that can be negotiated, and ask your real estate professional how to do that. And that's going to be in your contract. And then the next thing is repairs. So you can negotiate repairs in two ways. You can do it before your home inspection if you choose to have a home inspection, or you can do it after your home inspection. If you do the repair, if you negotiate repairs before, that means when you go to look at the house in your initial showing, you may notice some things that you want to have fixed. At that particular time, you may still decide to go ahead and do a sales contract for the house. If you decide to go ahead and do a sales contract, you can let your real estate professional know, hey, I noticed that the wall needed to be painted, or that the hole needed to be fixed, or that the flooring was in poor condition, or the carpet was not clean. I would like to make an offer, but I would like to also ask the seller to repair those things. So your real estate professional can add that information into the offer. That's how to do it before. If you choose to do it after your inspection, what you'll typically do is get your home inspection report, review it with your real estate professional, identify the items that have been noted as deficient by the home inspector, and then prepare an amendment, and then talk to the listing agent about getting those items fixed. So that's negotiating after your home inspection has been done. You will need to do amendment. So that means a change in the contract, an additional form, so that you can request that those repairs get completed. So those are 8 key things that you can negotiate on your real estate sales contract. Looking forward to working with you. If you have any other questions about real estate, definitely feel free to reach out. Talk soon.